Hello and welcome to a FIFA 14 squad builder. It's a BPL squad. I'm now playing in a 3-5-2 formation. I was playing a 4-2-3-1 formation with a German squad. And I found the more I went up the divisions, the harder it got, the more I was too reliant on just one striker in the middle, that was Lewandowski. So I've opted to change it to a 3-5-2. Where I can sort of play through the middle with my two strikers, or I can choose to go down the wing, left and right if I want. And for me at the moment, this seems to be working a lot better. I paid about 600k, maybe a little bit more for this squad, so it's a very good squad. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and if there's any players you'd like me to review also, let me know in the comments below. So let's move on, and I'll show us the first player, and the first player in goal is Czech. For me, fantastic. He's kept me in the game so many times. He really has. He's an absolute brick wall. And what I find in one-on-one positions, when there's a player coming at me, I bring him out and he makes great saves. He just makes great saves every single time. Obviously he lets the odd goal in and everything, but you know what? I'm finding him very good. For me, he's up there with Manuel Neuer. For me, I'm really impressed. I've got him with the cat card on, which ups his reflexes, his speed and his positioning. I think his speed does need upping because his speed isn't fantastic, but he is a very, very, very good keeper and worth every penny. Definite must buy if you're doing a BPL squad. Okay, so let's go on to the first of our centre backs, and the first of our centre backs is going to be David Luiz. The reason I put him in is because he's pacey. He is pacey. I've put the anchor card on him, and it ups his pace, his defending and his heading. He's so overpowered. He is so OP, it's unbelievable. He's so strong on the ball. So if anyone comes down the wing at me, he's not only is he going to keep up with them or catch them up, he's just going to completely push them off the ball. And he really does. He's so strong, and on top of that, he's very good at heading. From corners, I'm letting in much less goals from corners, and he's going up, and he'll go up for corners, and he scores as well. He's got great heading ability, and he's so OP. He's without a doubt a must. Moving on to my next, which I'm sure everyone puts in, Vincent Kompany, an absolute rock. I play him in the centre of the centre backs. Again, an absolute fantastic defender. He's got great tackling. He's also quite fast as well. So at the moment, quite a pacey defence. Without a doubt, a must buy though. For me, I prefer him over Vidic. I think Vidic might be rated a little bit higher, but I prefer him over Vidic purely because he keeps up. There are still some players that are playing with pacey forwards. So for me, he is a must as well. Moving on to the last of our centre backs, and for me it's Koscielny. I was playing with Kabul at the back as well, but I don't know. I seem to get on better with this player. Again, he's also got great jumping ability and great heading. And so from corners, he's making great clearances. He's banging them out with his head. And also, again, up top, it gives you another option. He's got great jumping. I think he's got something like 91 jumping, which is absolutely fantastic. He's and he's pacey again. So out of all those three, they're all fairly pacey. So, you're not at a weakness just because you're playing 3 at the back instead of 4, because they're all fairly quick. They're all strong. They've all got great heading. They're just a really, really, really solid defence there. Okay, so the first of our CDMs, and I'm sure you all know who he's going to be. The man mountain, Yaya Toure, another great player. He really is a great player in this formation as well. He acts as another defender, and I put him with the architect card, which is his passing, does his passing and his heading. He's just so strong on the ball. He drops back, he goes forward. Once he gets going, he's like a steam train running. Really good CDM, and without that, must rating over 86 overall, and just acts as another defender. He helps when you're going forward, and he helps when you're going back. Fantastic player. Right, now this second CDM position will probably shock you a little bit, and I think everyone's expecting me to put Ramirez in. But I opted away from Ramirez. I know Ramirez is good. He's got good pace as well, in 88 pace, and he is good. He's got a high, so he defends and he attacks. But for me, I've played with both, and for me, Paulinho, I get on with him much better in this position. And again, with his jumping, I think he's got something ridiculous like 88 jumping. So every goal kick that the other team has, I've got Paulinho just jumping up and heading it back towards my strikers every single time. I think I played like 4 or 5 games with him, and he didn't score any goals, but he got man of the match 4 times in a row for me. He just clears everything up in the middle. He's a good tackler. He's not the slowest of players. I play him with the anchor card as well, which ups his defending, his heading and his pace. So he's quite fast, he's strong, and he's got great heading. So I've got so many options for goals with my head. And if there's any long balls, I've got so many good players in there, just mopping the ball up with their head and getting it back down and passing it to my players. Okay, so let's move on to the left mid. Left mid is going to be Eden Hazard. I was a little bit concerned about using this player at first, because I got so used to using Marco Reus in left mid, and for me there wasn't anyone better in that position. Until I played with Eden Hazard, and his dribbling is so smooth. It is so smooth, and I like his attacking, and he just bombs there. He's always there, bombing down that side. And with his dribbling, he just cuts in. He cuts in and creates chances, and his finesse is fantastic. So edge of the box finessing just goals. If you can set up a custom corner as well, where you can get him just run into the edge of the box, it's a goal every time. He's so good. I put the engine card on him, which is his pace, his dribbling and his passing, as if he needs any more, but he's just so good to play with. And for me, I think I prefer him over Marco Reus. A great player to have. Moving on to the right mid, and we have got Jesus Navas. Brilliant. So fast. I think he's got like 91 speed or something like that, and a good crossing as well. He's not the strongest of players, but it's not so often you sort of go shoulder to shoulder with a defender with this player, because if you can get him into space and get him running, then his pace is brilliant. And when he gets down that, he gets to the corner flag or around that area to crossing, he's got great crossing at 85, I think, crossing, which is fantastic delivery. I score goals with this player as well. He cuts in, he's got nice dribbling, and I play him with the artist chemistry card, which obviously ups his dribbling and his passing. So he's got good passing, he's got good dribbling, and he's fast. So for me, he's a must in the right mid. Definite must. Really good. Moving on to the cam. Lots and lots of choices here for the cam. You've got Ozil, which I'm sure is most people's favourite. David Silva, Juan Mata, but none of those for me, unfortunately. For me, it's Santi Cazorla, and I'm going to explain to you why I chose Santi Cazorla. He's got great passing attributes. Long passing, take a trait, which is good. Short passing is fantastic. He scores goals, which is fantastic, and he's always there to set the strikers up. But the main reason I chose this player as a cam is because of his 5-star weak foot. Ozil's fantastic, but he's only got a 2-star weak foot. David Silva the same. I'm not sure whether his weak foot is 2-star or 3-star. And the same for Mata. So for me, just because of his weak foot and being in that central position as a cam, he gets into my squad, because if I'm central and I go left, he can hit it. Central and go right, I can hit it. With Ozil, if you're wrong-footed, then you know you're in trouble. 2-star weak foot isn't going to get you that many goals. So for me, because of his 5-star weak foot, that's what puts him in my side. I go down if he goes out towards Hazard, he can hit it. If he goes out towards Navas, he can hit it. And you know what? I score a lot of goals with this player. You'll be surprised. Division 2 as well. I scored a hat-trick in Division 2 the other day with him. He's a really good player to have. And I would recommend him over Mata, Ozil and David Silva, purely because of his 5-star weak foot. It's fantastic. I play him with the Maestro chemistry card, which ups his dribbling, his shooting, his passing. Just a fantastic player. He's pacey, he's got great passing, great dribbling. For me, he ticks all the boxes. A must. an absolute must. Okay, so moving on to my first striker. And my first striker is going to be Sergio Aguero. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant player. 88 rated overall. I play him with the Hawk chemistry card, which ups his pace as if he needs it. 88 pace, shooting and heading. I score a few goals. I do score a few headers with him. But I've got him there purely for his dribbling and finishing. He's got like 90 finishing. He's a great finisher. And yeah, a must again. A must. I prefer playing with right footers. For some reason, I can't get on with left footers, so that's why I haven't put Van Persie up there. But Aguero is brilliant. I think he cost me about 200k. I think his price has probably come down as well now because of his second in form. But he's worth it. He is worth it. You tend to score pretty goals with Aguero, like the nice finesses and the little chips and things like that, which is quite nice. Okay, so moving on to my second striker, the last player in this squad. Now, at first, I quite like to play like a little and a large. You know, I was playing Di Natale and Balotelli, and I was playing in this squad. I was playing Aguero with Benteke because he's an absolute animal. He really is good. But you know what? He didn't have fantastic dribbling for me, and his passing wasn't great. So I've changed him, and now I play him with Wayne Rooney, and I've scored in every single game that I've played him in, which is fantastic. You know, I wanted a little and a large purely because of the strength. You know, you've got Aguero that tends to go through one-on-one and score goals, but this player, he brings a bit more to your team. He's got all the attributes of a good cam and all the attributes of a good striker. And he's worth it. Trust me, his strength as well. I think his strength is like 85. So, you know, he's a strong player, and which is exactly what I want. All right, he's not the largest of players like Benteke. You know, he's not massive, but he is strong. Trust me when I say this, he is strong. Aguero does score pretty goals. Wayne Rooney's also got good jumping and good heading, as well as good finishing and passing. So he is just for me the complete striker. And if you want to play him in a cam position, play him in a cam position. I mean, I could swap him over here, take Cazorla out, and put Benteke back up there. You know, he's very good in either position, cam or striker. But for me, I play him as a striker. I score with him all the time. He does not stop scoring. Trust me, I've scored in every game with him, be it with his head or his feet. He's good. And again, I play him with the Hawk chemistry card, which upgrades his pace, his shooting, and his heading. He's a must. His strength, defenders bounce off him. They just bounce off him. He could stand still and defenders would still bounce off him. Yes, so this is my squad. It cost me about 600k, 620k. It's a very good squad. I hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up, the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And any comments, yeah, just write down below, please. If you'd like to see any player reviews on any of these players, let me know and I'll do a player review, show you some goals and everything. Or if there's any other players you'd like reviewed, let me know. Please let me know. If you're new to seeing my videos, please subscribe. The link will be in the description just down below. And also, there is another channel, if you'd like to go check them out. They're called Sweaty Gamers HD. They're also a good gaming channel. They do FIFA as well. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a lovely day.